Hello, welcome to Trisha's Cards and Crafts and my Funfold Friday. And another retiring set, which is a fun one to use, is this one here. It's called a silly goose, and I wanted to use this silly goose and some of this grass. And I'm also using this one, sending a big honking thanks. So this is the stamp set I'm using. It will be retiring soon. I'm also going to be using, some of these. It's Stargazing 12 by 12 designer series paper. It's got all these great sort of skyscapes, is it? Nightscapes? Starscapes? Papers. And I don't know if I can show it to you very easily. It's got different things on the back as the front. So we've got lots of, I don't know what you'd call them. There's another piece with the stars on the front. Is it nebulas maybe? I don't know. And then you've got some with moons on them. Or planets maybe, not moons. And you've got stars on the other side. You've got this one. And then you've got sort of a lime green sort of pattern on the back of that one. More planets and more stars and night skies on the back of that. So those are the papers, and I've chosen to use a nice bright colour. I've got this one, which has got this on the back, but obviously I'm not going to be using that. I've also decided to use some lemon lolly. I did think of using the pumpkin pie, which is the colour that's on there, but I thought it would pop a bit more if I used the lemon lolly. So I'm using the lemon lolly and a white card base. Now, it is my normal size of card, which is a 5 by 7 card, but I've cut down an A4 sheet of card to do this because of the folds that I'm making for it. So let me just explain what I've done with that, and then I will explain the pieces that I've got here. So I've got my envelope, which with my normal 5 by 7 envelope. I've cut a piece of card which is 7 inches by 10, and then I scored it at 3 inches, at 7 inches and at 8 inches. So I've got 2 inches here, 1 inch there, and then 3 inches there. So when you actually fold it together like that, it closes in the middle like an offset gatefold. But with this extra fold here, which goes the opposite direction, this is how it will open. So this panel here will be stuck to this side of the card, so that won't actually open, it will just move. So that will be stuck down. But so that's how it will open, like that. Okay, and I might put a bit more on the inside as well, just to reinforce it. If I haven't got enough. No, I'll have to get another piece. I did think about it. I just didn't cut the piece off. Ready. So I've got another piece. It's not 5%, but this one will only need to be 4 inches, well, just under 4 inches wide by 6 3/4. So I'll do the 6 so the piece for the inside. And this is because this paper is the normal basic white paper rather than the thick. If I was using the thick, I wouldn't worry about doing this. So I'm going to cut this one to be 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. No, it's not 4, it's going to be 3 3/4. There we go, never mind. 4 3/4, 3 3/4, oh gosh. I'll get it right in a minute, by 6 3/4. And then I will have another piece of white card, which will be 6.5 by 3.5. and that's going to go on the inside there. So let me just explain that again. So these two pieces will be on the inside of my card in here. So they're like that. This will be folded over. When it opens, that will fold back. So only this part of it will be seen. And then we've got a piece of lemon lolly, which is 6.5 by 2. No, 6 3/4 by 2 3/4. Another piece that is 6 3/4 by 1 3/4, which will fit on that piece there, that flap. Then we've got a piece that is 6.5 by 3.5. No, yeah, that's 3 wide. So that's, yes, that's 3 wide. So that is 2.5, and this one's 1.5 by 6.5. Okay, then I've got a piece of of lemon lolly that is 3.5 by 3. So that's 3.5 by 3. This piece is 3 1/4 by 2 3/4. And then one piece of white, which is 3 by 2.5. Okay, so it's 3 across by 2.5. Okay, so those are all my different pieces that I'm going to use for my fun fold. So we can stick all of these layers together, and we're also going to stick along here to fold that flap down and keep it down. Okay, so let's get on with that. We'll do the inside first. So I'll put that on top of there. And I'm not going to do the stamping first. I'm not worried about that one so much. Which one is this? No, that's not got much in it either. I should have looked for some more glue before I started. I know I've got more, but I don't know what I've done with it. And I do need some, because I'm just about at the end of this one. Nope. What did I do with it? That is the question. Maybe I'll just use some. Oh, I will. I'll try and see how far we get with this. So this one on here first. I know I'm getting close to the end, and I must look for more glue. Reminder. That one on there, and it should have an 1/8 inch border all the way around. Oops, moved slightly. There we go. And then again on the back of this one. Here. And that's going to go with an 1/8 inch border all around it. That panel, we're going to put glue, if we can get it out, all the way down here. Not too close to the edge, because you don't really want it coming out, but we do want it to be stuck down and not to come back up again. So that's going to be pressed down. I'm going to use my bone folder for that. There we go. There we go. So that, when it opens, then will fold back. We won't be able to actually open it any other way. Okay, so that's that one. Now for the layers on top, we'll put this one on here first. There we go, and that's going, gone. On this one here. And that will go there we go. and that will go on this flap here. Just press that down nice and firmly. Okay, now for these two. There we go. And that's going on that piece there, like that. And then this one onto this flap here. There we go. That's going to go on there like that. And I can also stick these two down, but not the last one. So this one, come on, you can do it. Just a little bit more. There we go. And that on there. Like that. Now we can start doing some stamping. So I'm going to also use my Seal Plus when I adhere this to the card, because this I'm only going to adhere on this side of the flap here. It could be on this side, but I'm going to put it on there. Doesn't really matter which one you do it on, but we're going to just need to put some on here, so it needs to be done, needs to have some quite strong seal on there. So that's why I'm going to use my Seal Plus for that. But before we get there, let's do some stamping. So I'm going to stamp my thanks goose, or goose that says thanks, and I'm going to use my Memento black for this, because I will colour it in a little bit. So make sure it's nicely inked up. Now I kept this knowing how big the stamp was, so that I knew how much space I needed for stamping. So try and get this as central as possible. There we go. There we are, that's okay. And I'm going to stamp some grass. And when this was stuck on, it was stuck on in the right place, but it looks as though when it was cut out, it wasn't cut out correctly, because the grass is right at the top. So I need to make sure when I'm stamping to the top of the stamp, if that makes any sense. I know what I mean. But so we're going to be doing this so it looks as though he's stood in the grass. I think that's all I want to do. That's for that one. So that's all stamped, so he can dry off a little bit while I do the inside of the card as well. And I'm going to put my sentiment on the inside. I should have thought of that first. I should have done the stamping first, but never mind. I'm sure this will work. And that's okay. I will put that like there. There we go, that's okay. And we will, that's okay, I will sort that out. Still got some ink on my thumb. Great. And close that up. So that's my stamping done. I'm not going to be stamping on my envelope, but I could use maybe a strip of card. What have I got here? That's not really going to go on there. I could cut off a strip from here. I want it to go down there. So I'll cut a strip of the designer series paper. I'll just cut half an inch. A half-inch strip here. And we can stick that along the side of the envelope there so that it coordinates. I don't think we could put another strip of the card along there as well if we wanted to. Yeah, I think that would look okay. So we want to cut that to be 6.5 inches long. Whoops. So that's 6.5. Hopefully that'll be the right length for that. Yes, it will. And we can stick that down on the side, and I'll just trim that off. Whoa, come back. There we go. Right, so that's my piece for the inside of the card. And stay there. I can try and put some of this, if we can get any more out. Yes, top and bottom and along there. And then put that at the bottom to the top. There we go. So that's the inside of my card done. And for my envelope, I'm going to put some glue from the top here to the bottom there, and then just put, if I can get it out, a row of a bead of glue all the way there. And I can, rather than stick it on the back of the paper, because I don't want to have any glue. There we go. So that goes from there to the top. I can turn it over and just trim the excess piece off. That's a tiny little bit that's gone. And so I've got a matching card and envelope. So now this should be dry enough for me to ink. So I'm going to use some Parakeet Party Light for my grass. I'm just going to put just where the grass is. There we go. And then, I'm not sure, let me just try this bit out. I think it might be a bit too dark. Yeah, not what I want. So let me see what I can find. I want some, I guess that will do. This one here is Dark Pool Party, I think. Ooh, what's happened to that? That's strange. Right. Ooh, that wasn't supposed to happen. Is this one the same? No, that's okay. I'm just going to go around the outside of my goose to try and help him to pop out a little bit. Because I'm not going to colour the actual goose in, but I do want him to stand out a bit. So I'm just going to go around the outside with this. There we go. So it's not a lot, it's just enough to make it stand out. That was odd. And I want some orange, if I can get this out, some pumpkin pie. Oops. And this is the pumpkin pie light, I think. Light pumpkin pie. And I'm going to put some of this. Again, this looks a little bit, oh, that's okay. I'm going to put that on his beak. And I'm going to use the other end for his legs. Oh, this one's coming out a lot darker and it's still the same colour. So maybe I'll go back over his beak again. So this is the pumpkin pie light. Strange, but there we go. So that is my goose done. Sorry about that. What's this one? I think this is Dark as Your Afternoon. Don't know whether the light one's there. What's this one like? Just going to put that for his eye. There we go. Just a tiny little dot there. So that is my goose coloured in. I could colour the banner in. I've got, what have I got here? Some light lemon lolly, because I don't want it to be very colourful. So I'll try this one here. That's okay. Just go over the banner. There we go. Don't know if I've got the dark one as well. Oh, it's the Light Daffodil Delight. Oh, that's strange. Let's have a look at that. That's okay. I'm going to just put some of this around where his hands are. And then just along the bottom. And then I might just go back over this again with the light lemon lolly. And there we go. Thanks. There we go. That'll do. And the other lemon lolly is dark lemon lolly. Never mind. I've got this now. Let's try. That might have been a bit dark actually. But actually I think that looks okay. There we go. So that is my colouring in for my panel to go on the front. So we've got the card and my panel here. So this is going to then go on there like that. Okay, let's stick you on. So we're going to put you on, might as well use some of this because I got it out ready. Don't need a lot. That's there. Now, I only want it to go on this piece here. So if I turn it over and I lay this where I want it to be, I'll know where to put my adhesive. There we go. There we go. So put this around about there. So that opens like that. And I found some lemon lolly ribbon. I don't know what it's like to tie as a bow. We'll have a look now. Let's see how this works. And get that off about there and there. Just try that like that. And I did think I could put it just about. I don't know whether I want it on there. Could put it there. Yes, I think I will. So I need some dots for this. 1, 2, 3 glue dots, and that can just go on the corner there. And some little, now I could either use some of those, or because these are goose, I could use, if I can find them, the little oval I have used them recently, so they should be here somewhere. I don't know. Here they are. I could use some of those. The little ovals. Maybe, yes, in this case I will use the brighter ones, and I think these are a little bit on them, a little bit brighter. So I'll use some of these here. So I use one of the larger ones. Did it come off? Yes, it did. I'll put that one there. And then we've got 2 more. So one just there, and one just there. So those are my, they are called opaque ovals. There we go. It doesn't say what colours, but I'm pretty certain that's Azure Afternoon, Bubble Bath, Lemon Lolly, and I think that's Pecan Pie. So there we go. Those are those. So I think that's my card done. And there we go. So matching card and envelope. And finish with those. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed that, and hopefully you might have a go doing one of these yourself. So it's a back flap card, so that it opens like that. It will stand up on its own without a problem. So you can have it like that, or you can have it so that the flat front part of it is showing to the front, or you can just have it to the side. There you go. So it will do either. There we go. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope you'll come back and join me again. If you want any of the items that are going to be retiring, you need to get in quickly. You can either do it now ahead of when they go on when they're reduced, or you can wait until they're reduced. If I don't know whether these things are being reduced or not, but if they are, they will. The reductions don't start until the 9th of April. So any time after that, the sooner the better. If you want to place an order, you need to do that then. Okay, right. If you've got any other questions, if you want any more information about how I put this together, just give me a shout and I'll do my best to help. Okay, I will hopefully see you again soon. But if not, have a lovely weekend, and thanks for joining me. Bye for now.